And I'll tell you guys since we're all friends. Every character I write has a piece of me in them. Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. You're listening to the GrishaCast.
Welcome to GrishaCast, episode 138. In this episode, we will be discussing Hellbent, chapters 4 through 8. This is your host, Eric.
And I'm Terry. From Nashville, Tennessee, this is your podcast for all things Grishaverse.
A world created by our very own personal Virgil, Lee Bardugo. Moi savieni, caster.
Hi there.
Hi. So, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing
That's the more important
great.
question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies. Me. Hi. My name is Eric, and I got sick.
A lot.
A lot. Yes. I first started out with COVID. And then, right when I went back to work a week later, I got flu. So I have been out of work for the past 2 weeks. I've been to work 1.5 days in the past 2 weeks. And I've caught up on a lot of shows, which has been fantastic. But the quarantine part was driving me insane.
Get a little bored?
Yeah. It's more just you can't interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really sick this time, girl. I mean, oh my God. Because I've gotten COVID once before. This was like insane. I couldn't even really remember the first day. Like I'm not even joking. Like I was that sick. It was so bad. But anyways, I'm good now. I mean, literally, today is my first day being good because I had to make sure that I went 24 hours without taking Tylenol and not having a fever. And this morning, I checked and I didn't have a temperature and I didn't take Tylenol yesterday. So, yay! I got to hug my husband and my kid for the first time in 2 weeks.
You did it.
Yes. Lucy and I have spent a lot of quality time together. And I love that dog, but I can't imagine. I figured she would get sick of me, but she did not. And I love her, but whew, when you are like burning up and you're getting the hot and
Mhm.
cold sweats and she just wants to crawl up your booty hole, what you want to do? It's just like, girl, get away.
There's 1,000 other square feet in the house that you could be in, and you choose this 1 foot.
Yeah, like she could walk around the whole house whenever she wanted. And I was having to like check and see when Chris and Caden where they were. And if they were out, make sure I put my mask on and then go out there. And it was a pain. But anyways, so sorry. Yeah, we didn't forget about the podcast.
No.
We didn't just decide to do the first couple chapters of Hellbent
And
and be
peace
like,
out.
that's out. But with that, I do want to give a shout out to an Instagram follower. Thank you, Nessie Girl, for sending a little message our way. And yeah, just checking on us to see if we were still doing the podcast. And I totally get it. I mean,
We are still alive.
yeah, because I mean,
We're here,
we said we were going to be back and then we weren't.
right?
So
We lied straight to your face.
So Nessie, sorry, but also thank you for checking on us. I
Mhm.
mean, it is nice to know, and I'm glad that I was able to tell you that yes, we're coming back. We're gonna finish Hellbent. Don't worry. So yeah. So I really don't have a lot to say because I mean, like I've watched some great shows. I watched all of The White Lotus on HBO.
That's on my list.
Oh my God, so good. Don't watch it with anybody else. Like, just watch it.
Okay.
It's one of those shows you like. I wouldn't want to watch it with my husband. I wouldn't want to watch it with Caden. It's a very good show, but there's just some, parts where it's like, I'm glad I'm watching this by myself.
So I only listened to 2 other podcasts. And one of the podcasts, one of the co-hosts, like that's all she talks about. Like
Is White
every
Lotus?
freaking episode is White Lotus. Like the other co-host wants to talk about the L word. And then
Oh.
Mackenzie's like, let's talk about White Lotus.
It's a good show. And I actually was talking to my good friend Lacey, who has been on our show. I was talking to her through text, and it was right when I was starting it, and she made this really funny comment. She's like, "Whenever I watch that show, it makes me just want to go on vacation," and I totally get it because it's just about. It's it's like Downton Abbey, except it is a hotel resort where you're in the lives of the people that work there and then the people that are visiting.
Okay.
So, and I thought it was really funny when I made that connection. I can't remember who I was telling that to, but I told it to someone. I was like, "Oh my God, it's like Downton Abbey, except it's reversed," and they didn't understand what I was saying. They're like, "I haven't watched that either." I was like, "Well, great. I just need Terry to be here."
How could you not
I know.
watch Downton Abbey?
So, but it is
That's
a
a
good
crime.
show. It is it's crazy, and it's got some incredible people in it. Some oh God, what is her name? I never remember her name, but she's the Legally Blonde. She's Stifler's mom and Legally Blonde chick. I just want a hot dog real bad.
She was in another show that I just watched recently too. She's all over
Yeah.
the place currently.
She's amazing. I just saw her in a
The
preview.
Watch?
I just saw the preview for that.
The Watch.
Watcher. The Watcher. Yeah, it's
Is it Watcher or what? Anyway, it's
is
good.
That is that a good show?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I saw
I binged it real fast.
so that's she doesn't play like a funny part in that. That's a
No.
serious role, right?
It's a serious role, but just because of who she is, you giggle at her.
Oh my God, yeah. She is in White Lotus. She is in both seasons, and she is balls to the walls nuts. Like, she is everything that you want. She's just but she's crazy. It's so funny. But I love her. I love that woman. So yeah, I watched that. Been watching Vox Machina. Yeah. Yeah, really enjoying that one. And yeah, I think that's all I really did. I've been reading. Yeah, been reading.
Well, good.
Yeah. And then just sitting there playing on my iPad. That's about it.
I mean, sounds
Very
exciting.
exciting. Yes.
It's so exciting.
It is.
You need to calm down.
I have realized through this time all the books that I need to read to get ready for this year, because there's all these other books coming out that I need to reread. A Darker Shade of Magic, I know you never read that, but that was written a long time ago, and I loved it. And she's finally releasing more books of that, and that comes out this year. And then Stephanie Garber, my fairy tale love. She wrote Once Upon a Broken Heart, and then the sequel came out this year, which was The Ballad of Never After. And she's already finished the other book, which comes out next year or this year. Yeah. And then I've got to read Holly Black's. I started The Stolen Heir, but then realized I need to reread the first trilogy again to really enjoy that. And I just saw that now she's already got Stolen Heir coming out next year. And I'm like, dang. Anyways, lots of books. What are you doing?
Listening to you.
Sorry.
No. I don't know what else. I've been working, and I hate that that's always what's come out of my mouth. But
Hey.
you ever have that problem where you girl boss too hard?
Yes, all the time, girl. Yeah.
We're like, I'm gonna be a girl boss, and I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the damn thing, and then you girl boss too hard, and now you're stuck doing girl boss things. And I want to go back to being lazy. I girl boss too close to the sun. And so now
Gotta take a step back, girl. You just gotta.
And now there's a lot happening and a lot going on. And yeah. So, I mean, it's great work
Yeah,
because of
course.
like
What you do.
what I do.
Yeah.
But
Well,
now there's a lot happening.
it happens. It does. We have our moments where we realize we get really excited about stuff, and then we put all this work on us, and then we're just like, oh God, why did I do all that?
Mistakes have been made.
They have been, and just you've now learned.
Yes, except that I don't think there's any going back, unfortunately. So now I just have to stop it from going forward.
Right. You gotta take a step back from girl bossing.
Yes.
Yeah, just a couple steps back.
Don't need to girl boss so hard.
Not that
No.
hard. Ooh, you know what? I just remembered. You introduced me to a song. This was right before I got sick. And come on, Miss Miley Cyrus.
Right?
Okay? Like, and I told you this through text. Like, I've always appreciated her. She is like, I've not always like, I mean, she's always just done what she wanted. And she hasn't, but not in like just ways that are like it's just she's done what she's wanted. She's created music that she wanted at different times, and we've watched her grow up. But I've always respected her just for her like her ballsiness to like do whatever. Flowers.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
incredible.
Like I couldn't believe it. Like when I first listened to the song and the song was incredible, and then watched the video and girl, I am so pumped for this album. Like I cannot wait. She's so awesome. She's so hot.
She is so hot.
Oh my God. Like what an amazing video too. So I didn't read the article you told me about all the different.
Right.
So what is all that?
Okay, so the first thing, that I think it's Bruno Mars song where it's like, if I was your man or whatever, where he's like, I should have bought you flowers. I should have held your hand, should have taken you to every party because all you wanted to do was dance.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it is exactly like that song.
Yeah.
It's the same key. It has the same words in it. Whereas instead of like where he's saying, I should have done these things, she's like, I can do it myself.
Right.
So apparently her ex-husband dedicated that song to her during their divorce. So she took it and twisted it.
Go girl.
And then the beginning where she says, built a home and watched it burn. Their house literally burned in the California fires. Wow. She released the song on his birthday. Okay, there's a few things that like cannot confirm.
Okay.
But the rumor, allegedly, is that the house in the video was where he took women and like cheated on her with.
Wow.
Allegedly.
That'd be really cool if that was true.
There's a few things where she's dancing in the oversized coat at the end. There is a clip of them on the red carpet where she's got a sequin coat on in the same manner where she doesn't have anything underneath it. And they ask her about dancing. And so she starts dancing and her ex is like, stop. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, they're on the red carpet being interviewed. And so it looks like it's a nod to that.
It is.
So, I mean,
gosh.
there are so many like clues through the whole thing that just at the beginning where she's in the gold dress and the way her hair is.
Oh, that outfit
looks exactly like Jennifer Lawrence when she was on the red carpet with her ex-husband because they were in Hunger Games together. There's just so many like clues all through the thing that just like it's such a big FU, but in like a self-positive way.
Absolutely. Exactly. Because there's not a curse word in there. It's not like
it's not derogatory towards anyone.
No, it's actually like a really like empowering song. Like saying, I can do all this on my own. I mean, and it is. I listened to it on repeat for like that night you sent it to me. That was just on repeat, and I was dancing through my kitchen. And oh my gosh, I love it. And
So, guys, I'm going to interject. Hello, listeners. I'm actually on the air.
Oh my God, thank God.
I'm sorry to go back here, but I have a lot of things going on in here. Can you explain to me what girl bossing is?
Wow. We got to go back that far?
Girl bossing.
I've been trying to use this time to make my own decision, and I've got nothing.
Well, I'm very glad that you decided to actually come in because it makes so much more sense than us having to try. Anyways, okay. Terry, take it away.
It's very simple. It's basically a woman who is like being a boss. It's somebody who is like self-empowered and acting as her own boss, and basically is that
Like
it's
the
that
alpha.
simple.
Yes,
But it's inward. It's not like outward to anybody. It's like you've got your S together and you're ruling life. Like you're kicking its ass.
yeah, not
Oh.
being lazy in any way. It's just like, she's like you're empowered. You're doing what you got to do. You've got you're smart. You know what you're doing. You're just rocking really hard, and you're getting a lot of work done. And with that comes a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because a lot of people can't do that, and also because of our society. I mean, just
Huh.
that's usually
I think twice in my life I may have girl bossed then.
you.
I mean, can I girl boss? But can
Yeah.
I boss?
We all no. We should all
Everybody
be
can girl boss.
We should all girl boss.
I learned so much from watching this show. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Well, I'm so glad. Yeah, we should all girl boss. It's not about
Just don't girl boss too close to the sun
You'll burn yourself.
and burn yourself.
You'll regret it.
Yes.
It hurts.
Yes.
It leaves a blister.
Yeah. I made like, here's all these proposals this week, and they were all like, yes. And now I'm like, oh,
Great.
now I have to do those things.
Yeah. Well,
All those wonderful ideas that I had
but
are now.
they are good ideas.
great
So
ideas.
that's the thing. Like, I mean, you are like contributing to society in a positive way.
Mhm.
So that's the fantastic thing. So, okay. So one thing that we can't forget is we do have to say, so we still are doing our giveaway. And we want to let you know, please, please, please go onto our website, GrishaCast.com, take our sub order quiz. And if you take the sub order quiz, it'll ask you at the very end to enter your email. And it says there, we are not going to send you any like spam or put you on any kind of crazy lists. It is just so we can get in touch with you to let you know that you won. And yeah, so please enter. It's fun. We already have had some people take it and they've really enjoyed it. We've put a lot of time and effort into it, and all of it's really cool. And if you want to get an extra entry in, then whatever you get, whatever your answer is, if you just share that on socials, then we will get you an extra entry.
Make sure you hashtag GrishaCast so we can find you.
Yes. And
We're coming looking for you.
Yes. And we've had some more things entered. We've got the wonderful Sinners and Saints album that came out, I believe, last year. And we had some of those amazing artists come on just for a minute to like share their songs right before it came out. So that album, they very sweetly have donated that album. And also, I think I said last week that we've also got Rule of Wolves and King of Scars signed by Lee Bardugo in there as well. And all of this can be found on our webpage under giveaway. There's so much stuff. Like, it's amazing stuff. If you are a Grishaverse fan, which if you're listening to this show, then I'm hoping you are, then whoever wins this basket is going to be so excited. It's got amazing stuff just because it's really cool. The fan art that people have created, oh my gosh. And I love all of it. So anyways, check all that out. You can even go onto our Instagram. There's a picture of all of it. But if you want a little bit more details, go into our GrishaVerse.com page. But please take the suborder quiz. It's fun. We're going to create some more quizzes, and we're having fun with that. So, okay.
Another exciting announcement.
But it's going to be February 17th. We are going to announce it. So, That's the important thing.
Mhm.
And February 17th. Wait, is that a Friday?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, yes. So February 17th, that episode that comes out, we will be announcing the winner. So you better make sure that you get that in. So the cutoff will be before then, though. So the cutoff's going to probably be February 14th, I would assume. 17th is Friday, 16th. Yeah, so the cutoff will be Valentine's Day. Yeah, so Valentine's Day when it's the 15th, done. That's it. Boo. Yow. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. And we got some more announcements. What else we got, girl?
Okay, so we are going to be doing a watch party. We know that season 2 is coming up, and most people would like to do a refresher of season 1 of the show Shadow and Bone on Netflix. I should have specified. I am terrible at specifying sometimes. I just figure everybody knows things and they don't. So, in preparation for season 2, we are going to once a week release an episode where we watch an episode of Shadow and Bone, and we are going to be talking through it. So you can watch with us. You
Yeah.
can listen to us say weird things through it, or you can just, I don't know, turn yours on and listen to. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But that's what we're gonna do.
It is. We are gonna, because I haven't seen it for a while. I loved it. I watched it a lot in the beginning, but I'm really excited because it's gonna be like kind of what, my brain, I forget stuff. So it's gonna be like watching it for the first time, and we will have and the way we're gonna do it is actually so you're gonna be getting 2 podcasts a week if you really want to listen to both of these. And it's kind of like commentary. So we'll be like doing a little countdown and being like, okay, we're going to all press play on episode 1 at boom. And then, and we're just going to watch it and talk through it and talk about what's going on. Probably talk about what we're eating, but also talk about the show. And it'll be fun. It's going to be a nice refresher. But the way that we've got it actually timed out is we will finish the last episode, and then that following week, boom, season 2's here. Yay!
Yay!
Look for timing on that one. I mean, come on. It's amazing.
Does it get any better?
Does it? I don't know.
Does it?
I don't know. So, well, I think we did good. Yeah,
We're
I
not
think
done yet.
I think we can just go now. No. No.
He's like, we're done. See ya.
However, yes, we do have to cover Hellbent since we haven't for a while. And I was really excited about this section because we got some good stuff up in here. There are some definitely questions that like come up. And I think it probably was answered, but the Lethe positions, like Virgil, Dante, Oculus, Centurion, Prider, like, is that all from something that I just can't remember what it's from? No.
No. I mean, other than
It's just
the last book.
Okay, so
and
okay. I felt like maybe they got it
Their
from some
secret
kind of like
society. I don't know.
I feel like for some reason maybe in Ninth House they said it was like based off of something.
It's Dante's.
Inferno?
Yes.
Okay. Well, cool. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And we did talk about that, I think,
Okay.
during the Ninth House thing because it was talked about in the book. He
Right.
said it was Dante's Inferno.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I knew there was something like that.
And I think I looked it up too during the episode.
One thing that I definitely love is this Albemarle book. I just think that is the coolest thing. Albemarle. Albemarle book. I just think it's a really cool library. Like, I think it's so neat. I really want to like go and like write things in there and then just put it in and just let it go and then just give me back stuff.
Have it go what? Okay.
Yep. It's just like but Yeah, so that's when I'm loving that now we're into this world that we are starting to like I don't know, be more like understanding, or like we're like there's this magical book that like we know what this is now. It's not like reading Ninth House where like when we were just being introduced to all this stuff. Like we know what this is. That's a cool way that like um they have a library at Il Bastone to keep everything like organized, and it's just kind of cool. Kind of like the doggies that are underneath the um porch.
Yes.
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
They're
sure.
not doggies. They're like hounds or something. But anyways, I will say there was one part that I cracked up at in this section, and it is yes because I am a number one Jew here, and I laughed so hard when I first read it, and it has to do with Eitan, and it is she's talking about how Eitan's trying to get her to come over, and and she's in another state and stuff like that.
To do
But
a job.
yeah, and he says, "Not Saturday, come tomorrow, Friday before 5." And then Lee puts afterwards, "Eitan kept kosher and kept the Sabbath holy. Killing and extortion were for the other 6 days of the week."
That is such a Lee
That
sentence, first of all.
is amazing. Like it just gives me this whole like I can envision this this Israeli Eitan, and then like, and he was mentioning like, oh, Shlomo's been watching your mama's house. Like, of course Shlomo's over watching your mama's house. Like, but he keeps kosher, the Sabbath, and like,
I imagine like a
love
Jew
that.
gang, like like they're walking down the streets of like London or like New York in their like Jew garb and like
the garb.
And
The
then-
garb.
and then all of a sudden you
Put that down. It's a Sabbath.
That's yes.
It's not
that's
sundown
what
yet.
that's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah.
It's like Peaky Blinders,
but
but Jewish.
the Jerusalem version.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And Eitan, like, I mean, I love like Israeli Jews. Those are some fine mother. I'm just saying.
So you
Those are
think
some-
Eitan is hot
Oh, I'm sure. I know he is. Girl,
because he's an Israeli Jew?
honey, there is a huge difference. And yes, I am an American Jew, and I will say that, I mean, there is a huge difference between us pasty, white, balding American Jews compared to Israeli Jews that have this beautiful, like, olive skin, and they all have to go to be a part of the Israeli army. They're buff, and they're speak Hebrew, and they're like, oh my God, they're so hot. Girl, I'm telling you,
Eric's
like,
having a moment.
I am. I've always wanted to go. They have Gay Pride in Tel Aviv, and Willem went to it. And
Okay.
I would, whew, girl, Israeli Jews, yeah, compared to us, yeah, and we sit in delicatessens and just sit and eat corned beef and gefilte fish. And these Jews are like running around doing somersaults, killing people, and
Bagel and schmear.
I'm sure they don't even eat. No, they eat falafel and like, yeah, we eat bagels and schmear over here. Like, I mean, they yeah, but they're so hot. So I can, yeah, Eitan, yeah, definitely on my, yeah, he's on my list of I don't know, fantasy people I'd love to do. I'll just start a list like that.
Oh,
Why not? They're fantasy.
fantasy boyfriend or
Yeah.
fantasy.
I can hear his accent literally when I read his parts.
Okay.
So, Shlomo's I can't because I'm sorry, that's too funny of a like Jewish name. Shlomo is funny to me, but
It sounds like slow mo.
Shlomo.
Slow mo. Like, oh, I'm watching your house. My name is Slow Mo.
Hebrew names are funny.
They're awesome.
They are really cool. They're like neat. They all have meanings behind them, and like mine is Elkanah Benjamin, which means gift from God.
Which is like all in your Google contacts because that's the only way you show up on my phone now.
Elkanah Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. Like,
Are you sure it doesn't say Eric Berry?
I am one. Why do you think I'm lying straight to your face?
How did Elkanah Benjamin get into my Google contacts?
Well, he got into mine.
Well, that worries me because if he got into yours, then oh my God, you're right.
So that's probably how you show up to literally everyone.
How did that happen?
Back away from the mic.
Oh my God, that is horrible.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay.
So you can fix that later.
Yeah.
Your
yes.
husband is the IT guy.
Oh my God, I don't know how that is. And you know what it was? Is I was sick. When I was sick, I just decided I put a Hebrew keyboard on there. So
It's been like that for months.
okay, that is really
like
weird.
Months.
Okay, but hold on. Show me that picture again because I just changed that picture. Where
I know
it's me
because it just told me like a couple days ago, like there's a new picture available for this Jewish guy, and
Okay,
I was like, okay,
But before that picture changed, it still
it still had that name.
I can't believe I have that on there. I don't know how I did that. And I don't even drink anymore, guys.
There you go, some behind the scenes
Okay.
friendship
Well,
content for
fantastic.
you.
I bet people think I'm insane.
No, they know you're a Jew.
Well, yeah, but I mean, some people that like I give my name, like new people, like whatever. Hey, my name's
They're like,
Eric,
"Who the
and then
heck
they're
is
like
this?"
Elkanah Benjamin.
Maybe they don't know about like Jew names, so
Yeah,
they're like,
and now they think I'm like a super Jew, and I'm Jewish, but I'm not no super Jew.
oh,
Oh my God, Lord, I can't wait till we take a break. I
well,
gotta fix that.
that
Okay.
was fun.
Yeah, that was. Thank you for letting me know. That is very embarrassing.
I didn't tell you earlier because I figured you did it on purpose, but
No, mine.
guess not.
No, mine shows up Eric Ginsburg on mine. Yep. Anyways, okay, moving on. So, we've definitely made this a very Jewy episode, though. It
It's
is.
a special Jew episode.
It sure is. It's not even a holiday. So
Yeah, but so like she's gonna go home and like work with Aiton.
Aton.
And like she gets like money to go home, or like they pay for her flight or like whatever. Like that's pretty cool.
I love that she just like used it. I mean, she's just like,
I'm going home, and they're like, okay,
yeah, and
here it's paid for.
exactly. And what I loved about that was that they gave her a car to the airport. I love that. You know, how fantastic. Love
Yeah.
to get a car, things like that. So, but yeah. And I think the coolest part about this section is we finally are getting a dose of where we wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
We go to hell for a second.
For a
kind of.
second.
Not really in. We kind of just put our toe in.
What about the table though? That like
Cracks.
it cracks in half, but like the table itself is like made of the same boards as King Arthur's round table. Like, first of all, how do you verify that? How do you blue check that? And then like how and then like it's just sitting there for like everybody's use. I don't.
Yeah, college kids are the ones that are watching over that.
Yeah.
Like
The whole thing. But I mean, it's cool that it's like the round table, but then it's not cool that she broke it.
yeah. So I started some of the stuff that I remember when we had Leon and she was saying how like, and this is before obviously when this came out, that she did so much research into this. So I started kind of like picking up on different things that she would do research on, like when they were doing they did Solomon's knot as the protective circle, and like I didn't know what that looked like or anything. Googled that, saw what that looked like, and like I mean that's got like, and it symbolizes like eternity and motion and time, and pagan god. It's really neat. I thought it was really interesting. Um, However, I didn't understand that. I guess because at that same part when they're talking about Solomon's Nod, sh- also saying that they did it because demons love puzzles.
Yeah.
And I was like, so like, do you think like the demon's gonna like come out and just kind of like wander around us trying to figure out how to get out of the knot? Like, I mean, like, is that what that is? Like, see if
Could
there's
you
like
distract them with a jigsaw puzzle in a corner?
I mean, you just yeah, like I don't know. What are those? What's those weird little finger trap things?
Yeah, it's a finger trap.
Oh yeah. I mean, demons love puzzles. It's
Mhm.
new. I love that. I think it's interesting. However, I think the most interesting part about it are these hell horses that come out.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to actually Google that, but I didn't. So, like, is there anybody out there know? Like, are hell horses? Are because I'm sure that comes from something. She did a lot of research in it.
Would it be like the horses from the apocalypse?
Is that what that's supposed to be?
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, do they have that in the Bible?
Yes, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Well,
They're even in Elf. The movie Elf. There's the apocalypse horse.
the 4.
Anyway,
Okay. Um,
but
and-
yeah, so she gets the horses out.
But don't forget that also sulfur is this huge.
Yeah,
Apparently, hell is just sulfur.
it's rotten farts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or eggs, right? Like, I mean, that's what I think of. Like, I mean,
But
a gas
that-
leak.
but that smells like farts.
Yeah. It just smells like you got a gas leak
Uh-huh.
all around hell.
A butt gas leak.
Oof. God. Chris sometimes, he gets in these moods where he likes to make a crap ton of hard-boiled eggs at
I
one
didn't know
time.
I didn't know where that was going.
Oh, don't worry. I was gonna,
Okay.
yeah. And I'm sorry. Hard-boiled eggs, they're good every once in a while.
They
but
stink.
I mean, they do.
They're stinky.
They do. So
But okay, so like the whole like words floating up, like
what? Yeah. Well,
what was the thing? Like they don't even like address it. It's just like this happened where it says "Good luck, you're dead," and like they don't talk about it again. If that happened to me,
right.
I would take pause and
Definitely.
maybe have a moment to why is it telling me that I'm dead?
Yeah. I
Is
know.
it talking to me? Is it not talking to me? Why? Why is this happening? But nope.
Well, wasn't. So what I thought that was something for Darlington because it was a
I
letter,
guess.
and I think it has the part of like, is it in that letter? Good luck, you're dead. I bet it's in there,
Maybe.
and maybe it's like the last couple words,
I guess.
maybe. But what's really confusing to me is why they picked that. Like, I guess I just don't understand. Like, it was the note that Darlington's Virgil
Yeah.
wrote about him. I guess I just don't understand how that would
I
be
don't-
something to entice him to come out of hell for.
I don't know.
I feel like an idiot. And I feel like our listeners are like, God, we should be the hosts.
I
Like,
read this twice though, and like
Okay.
the whole like it says, okay, you know what?
Do you get it now?
Okay, so sorry, I'm looking at my book and I'm not being entertaining. My apologies.
Girl, we a podcast.
But the note says there was a monastery that produced Armagnac so refined its monks were forced to flee to Italy when Louis the 14th joked about killing them to protect their secrets. This is the last bottle. Don't drink it on an empty stomach, and don't call unless you're dead. Good luck, Virgil.
Okay.
So it's just those last,
It's just the last lines.
the
of
last
the
lines
things
of
that
the. Okay,
Okay.
but the fact that it says "Good luck, you're dead" is a little creepy.
Right. Do we know? And this is liquor, right? It's a small bottle of liquor.
Yeah, it's the liquor that she brought as like to entice
Yeah.
Darlington because it's supposedly this
Oh.
like super expensive. I don't know. It's very rare, and he loves it.
Well, yeah. Monks did whatever something. With
And
it.
Dawes was like, we should not be doing this, like, to his liquor. And she's like, don't worry about it. He'll forgive me when he's here.
Exactly. I mean, it's like a airplane bottle of liquor. Those things are so small.
It's fine.
So I don't know a lot about gyms, but I did write these down because I did mean to Google this and I didn't either. But they made sure to, at all the compass points, they put amethyst, carnelian, an opal, and tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline. Do you know those? Because I'm not a gym person.
I can't tell you what they all stand for, but in most spells or incantations or whatever, they use stones. Like that's
Okay.
actually how Outlander people travel through time, is they have gems on their person.
Yeah.
So it's always
So I guess my question is like,
the
I know
significance of
that
them.
gems have always had like magical properties, and they have through history. I guess I just didn't know, like, do specific gems have different qualities? Like, an
Yeah.
amethyst is the purple one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's my father's birthstone. So,
That typically is used for like warding off negativity.
okay.
I know that one. Opal has been used in the past to like absorb like demons, ghosts, or like just bad juju. But it also sometimes is considered bad luck to like have it on you. I think that's kind of dying away because opals are freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the other two. But yes, they all mean something. Like they
Right.
all,
Which I think is really cool that, I mean, like, that Lee put all this effort into, like, I mean, this is just one part too.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it.
But so like when they're the whole horse thing that's going on and they're like, oh crap, we got to close this thing up. There's a wait.
There's a wait.
Wait. The word wait.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that, yes, there is that wait. And that is, that's kind of sucky. I mean, all of a sudden, like, seriously, they didn't really go in with this big plan. I mean, they just went in and they're like, okay, we're going to open up the gates of hell. I mean,
And the whole time she's like, this is fine.
right. And I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, Darlington's not going to be like at the door. I mean, he doesn't know when you're coming. I mean, he didn't get like your text message say, hey, meet us there at like this time. I mean, and hell, I mean, Dawes brought the tiniest trumpet in the world.
The little toy.
But it like bellows.
Yeah.
Yeah. The smallest trumpet. Tiny little trumpet.
But the fact that like they're shutting it down and they, at the very last second of it closing, they hear Darlington.
Wait. Yeah. And they decided, like, I mean, but my question is, you're opening the gates to hell. What did you think was going to happen?
Well, yeah. I mean,
like, I think it could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
I mean, all we had is like,
something worse than some freaking horses.
My God, I mean, it was just like, I mean, the scene from The Wizard of Oz when the like horses are like wandering around, like changing colors and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's a little darker than that, but I mean, just some horses running around. Sure, they're breathing fire and their like eyes are red and they're
out to kill you, but you know, whatever.
Would they? Were they? I mean, I just thought they were just kind of running around.
I think there was a fear that Dawes was going to get crushed, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
When she was trying to get him back in. Oh yeah, that's right, because they threw the trumpet. That did make me laugh. They took the tiny little trumpet and threw it into the hole, and then the horses jumped whoop, and just followed that little.
So now there's like a little tiny toy trumpet in hell.
God.
Like the little demon baby is gonna be like, "Woo! Look what I found!
I got a toy." Oh, I really want
and
one
then
now.
Demon Mom is like, "You better stop that! That's too much noise."
Yeah. Calm down, Lucifer.
Woo. Okay.
So,
but also that. Okay, so that sulfur smell apparently like sits on them forever and ever.
yes.
Like it's super hard to like get rid of. Can you imagine going into like a public place smelling like that? Everybody's staring at you like,
Ew. And I'm sorry, but almond oil is what they said they used. I feel like you need something a little bit stronger than almond oil.
I use almond oil all the time for making soaps, and it doesn't have a smell. So, and I don't know. I
Maybe it gets rid of smells apparently, but
maybe
I feel like
maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't have to be almond oil. Maybe it's just the fact that it's an oil. Maybe it's breaking it
True.
down.
yeah.
Wow, we're really.
Well, I'm sure
really
hell is
analyzing that
pretty
one.
oily and hot, and I mean, maybe it's getting rid of that oil. So, well, yeah. So it sucks. They close up, yeah, and then apparently, yeah, he said wait, and
They
then
couldn't.
yeah, and then everybody's pissed. Yeah, the whole
Oh yeah.
world's mad. They broke the
Table's
table.
broken, but they said like it wasn't a big deal to put it back together.
Yeah, okay, so that part did confuse me. So they were gonna use the Hiram's I was about to say Hiram Shank. Hiram's
That's the wrong. That's the wrong book.
it's Hiram's Crucible. Hersham.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're gonna put this entire table in this big crucible thing that I'm sorry, but didn't Alex sleep in this thing at one point? Like
I
they're
think
gonna
so.
they're gonna take this huge the round table of King Arthur
Yeah.
and put it in a crucible, and somehow that's gonna just
Yeah,
put it back together.
I don't know, but I don't know.
I mean, how are you gonna get it there too? Because I know that's not there. That's over at Il Baston, so they're just gonna
Yeah.
get a U-Haul. Need some moving, guys. Sorry, we just got this massive. Yeah, this is King Arthur's stone. We just need to get this over there and put it in that big gold bowl, please.
I mean, maybe it's still under warranty.
I bet that's what it is. They have a warranty, and it's
It's
why it's always important. I know I don't pay for those, but believe me, when you
But
don't,
you never know when your giant round table is going to break in half.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, who knew open up the gates of hell would do it? But hey, so, well, and this is where I really got excited. Because one, I was excited to go to hell.
Mhm.
I couldn't wait to do that. We got a little tiptoe in.
Mhm.
But I did not expect all of a sudden that, so one, love Dawes for being like my husband and having cameras. And
Dawes really comes to life in this book.
oh, she does. And I love her. Her and Alex have such an amazing chemistry together in this
Mhm.
book because I think they help each other out so much.
I feel like in Ninth House, she was just kind of this mousy,
She
off to
was.
the side, but really early on in
Yeah.
Hellbent, she really comes to her own.
Well, because you have to remember, they at the end of Ninth House is when they really
Mhm.
they helped each other. They saved each other's lives.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, there's something on the camera,
yeah, they don't know what it is.
and they think it's the cat.
They think it's poor
kitty.
Cosmo.
The kitty.
And
But poor kitty is
Singed.
half burned.
So that would have been my first hint that you walk
Something
into
has
my-
gone awry.
Yeah, if your cat comes flying by you and it's hair is missing,
Singed. Yeah.
there's something wrong. But and I'm not gonna lie, but this is kind of a hot scene.
Why is it hot?
Because it's literally hot. But they know something's going on up in the
Mhm.
ballroom. So they go up to the ballroom, they open up the door, it's blistering hot.
And smells of sulfur.
Yep. And what do we have? But naked Darlington Demon Man.
Naked Dawes. No,
Yeah.
Naked Darlington. I got my D's mixed up.
And I am sorry. Yeah, you did get your D's mixed up. Because
But yeah, it's Naked Darlington.
with
But
Demon.
he is a hell beast.
Well, I don't know if he's a hell beast. I would consider.
He's kind of like a
He's a demon. He's got
demon,
horns.
but he's
Because I feel like the hell.
but he's like a hybrid kind of, right? Because it looks like him,
He
but
look-
then he's got the horns and
That's why I think he's a demon. Because he's half him. Because a
Gotcha,
hell
yeah.
beast, I feel like is one of those huge things.
right.
But, and
He's
I
in that circle that
a protection.
That protection circle that they did in Ninth House when they were, well, they thought that they were
right.
trying to bring him back, but like that circle is still there, and
Apparently
so,
it still worked.
So naked Darlington with his
he's meditating too.
dingling out.
Oh, that's what I was about to get to.
It's page 65.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am so glad you knew.
About halfway down.
Okay. The chalk circle glowed golden, less a circle than a shimmering wall, and at its center, Daniel Tabor Arlington the Fifth sat cross-legged, naked as a baby in the bath. 2 horns curled back from his forehead, their ridges gleaming as if shot through with molten gold, and his body was covered in bright markings. A wide golden collar ringed his neck, ornamented with rows of garnet and jade. Hold on, where's the...
It's
further
literally
down. Yeah, sorry. But finally settling in the far corner, the place most distant from the site of Darlington's cock, which was very erect and shining like a supercharged, oversized glow stick.
What in the actual hell?
I told you. Like, if that does not put an image in your head, I mean, I don't know, but I mean...
No, thank you.
Supercharged... Girl, well...
No, thank you.
Supercharged glow stick. I mean, I am all about some Darlington right now. I mean... Supercharged, oversized glow stick. And come on, that word, I mean, this isn't, but I mean, the C word is just a...
The C word. There's several C words.
I know, but that C word is the one that gets you going.
Does it?
For me, yeah. I mean, all the other words are just like, like penis. It's like, but like,
it
cock.
makes it more sexual.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yes, I do agree. And I think that's why those words are used in certain places, like she meant for it to be.
And she's never used that word. Like, I mean, I don't think so. Like, I mean, I loved it.
This was the moment, like, when that was brought up, that was the moment where I was like, oh my goodness, are we about to, and somewhere in this book, are we going to get spicy? Like, we don't have a Lee Bardugo spicy moment.
Nope.
And as adult as this is getting, are we going to have some chili peppers?
You know what? I bet it could happen in the third one because, I mean,
I'm
sure people are shipping Darlington with, I don't know. I'm sure some people, I don't know if I really want Darlington and Alex to get together. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of like them the way they are, but also, like, Dawes, like, is obsessed with Darlington, so there's, like, that little love triangle.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are people really, like, shipping them hard.
I feel like the way that Alex is, like, she needs to stay single.
She does.
You know what I mean? Like, she needs to be her own independent self, and, like, they could be really good friends, and, like, maybe they could even, like, sleep together, but, like...
Yeah, they
I don't
want
to ship her, because I
don't want to either.
Like, I want her to be an independent bitch.
And I hope that's where it goes, but it kind of is like...
I know.
We'll see.
It seems like that's where we're heading.
It might. You never know. But I mean, so that was like super fun chapter. Loved it. Just because like Darlington's actually back. Like finally, like we actually, like, I mean, yeah, I do think it's cool that he's got like this big like ring.
Like
necklace.
Collar thing. Yeah.
And they called it something else. It was some kind of weird name, but I thought that was really interesting. Because it's like this huge gold plate. And I'm assuming that it's kind of like his bondage, like where he can't, like, he can't leave hell.
It says collar.
Wide
golden collar ringed his neck, ornamented with rows of garnet and jade. So.
Oh, then it's further on somewhere in the book where it's got a different name.
Says something else, yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, Darlington's back. Apparently, I guess when he said wait, he still squeezed out.
Yeah.
He's just like, wait, but hold up, I got you.
And then he zoomed on through.
And then
Turner's back.
Yes.
Guess who's back?
Turner
back
is
again.
back.
Turner's back.
Yes. And
Tell a friend.
And this was a very weird thing. We've got a murder happens. And like, this was really weird though, because like, you know it has to do with the story, but you don't know how.
Yeah.
And it happens right then. It's like, how did this happen? So, and the weirdest thing about it is it's like, it's a professor, right? It's some professor, somebody connected to the school, and she's like some young, like 30 or 40-year-old lady who, and then when they find her, she's aged like she's 90 years old or something. And that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, that is creepy. But I didn't get, there's all these like puzzle pieces to it where like
Yeah.
she's holding a Bible and she's never gone to church, and it's exactly like at some part in the Bible, like,
Her finger is like on a part of the Bible.
and they don't know how she died because she didn't die of old age.
Right.
They don't know exactly how she died. It's just a really weird thing. But of course, like, I mean, Turner, I'm sure, like, he got called to that crime scene and he was like, oh, this ain't normal. We're going to need to call Lethe. Like,
Yeah.
and
But after all the hell he gave Alex for getting all up in his business and everything, and so now he's actually calling her.
yeah. Well, and did you start getting hints towards, like, I mean, like, at this part, like, I mean, Turner's coming back. Turner's asked for help. I started to get a hint that, like, they're going to, obviously, Turner, like, I mean, there's going to be some more connections here. Because we
Yeah.
do know, like, I mean, we do know right now, like, I mean, they still are, like, I mean, they are trying to find, they've been trying to find the gauntlet. And that's been going on the whole time. And it's just interesting. So I was really excited when Turner came back because I was like, I wanted to see more of his character, and I
Yeah.
wanted to see what it turned
I
into.
like Turner as a character.
Yeah, he was, because he was very like, he was just, I don't want to say by the book, but it's just like he didn't change.
He's logical.
Yes,
Yes.
and sure, he gets freaked out by some stuff, but like when he sees it, and it's gonna just be really cool to see. Ooh, would you ship Turner and Alex though? I
don't
could kind of
know.
see that one. Okay, that one I could see, and I wouldn't mind it.
I guess so. I mean, but she couldn't, like, it would be weird because she breaks the law all the time and she's like drug dealing and everything else.
Well, yeah,
And
but
then
but I mean, his job is also like, I mean, covering up
so he's
what
gonna,
illegal kid like.
But
all
do you
the-
think he would cover her? I don't think he would. I think he's too by the book for that.
Well, he's gonna get swept into it more. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we'll see. This is it's a roller coaster of a book. So,
Mhm.
but that was a great chunk. I was really excited, and I was glad that it happened in the beginning too. You know, I mean,
I wasn't expecting to have Darlington so soon in
I
the
wasn't
book.
either. No, and
It was a nice surprise.
it was, and I'm happy that I wish we actually got into hell, but I mean, little did I know we're gonna eventually get there. But we've got a little bit of sniffles of hell. It just smells like sulfur. It smells like eggs.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
No, I was not gonna say what you were just about to think.
You that E was almost an A.
I know. I heard.
Okay.
Okay. I was right there with you, girl. And nope, that's not what I'm gonna say.
All right.
So, anyways, that was a great chunk. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, we will be back next week unless somehow I get COVID and the flu again. Which
could happen at this
I
point.
am knocking on wood right now because yes, that would be horrible. But anyways, please don't forget about our giveaway. Because yeah, you want to get all this free stuff. And it is open to the world. You do not have to just live in the US. We'll ship it to you anywhere. And also, check out if you're excited about Shadow and Bone Season 2, then listen in to our fun little watch parties that we're going to be having. I mean, just turn it on. I mean, we'll give instructions when we first start. We haven't even figured that out yet. But hey, it'll be if you really love us and you really like our voices, here's another opportunity to hear us speak for a whole other hour each week.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Well, we love you all. It's been fantastic. And yeah, next week we are doing Sorry, I forgot the chapter numbers now. I said through
9 through 12.
9
right?
through 12. Yes, 9 through 12. Yep. So that is it. We'll see you all next week. Long live the Grishaverse.
Like we're at the end of the hour, so my voice is a little husky. A plus.
No
No
mourners.
No funerals.
This has been GrishaCast. Connect with us on the web at GrishaCast.com. Send an email to info@GrishaCast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at GrishaCast.
And thank you to our amazing staff, Chris, Michelle, Alex, Brenda,